name of my ancestors, peace forever and always. Welcome to another edition of what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper, the host of this program, known here on social media, wherever you may find me. I'm the mighty one, Angel Snuff Number 7. I am also your soul brother number 1. I want to raise 2 quick questions or observations before we get into the heart of this topic. I just want to ask you a question. I just want to ask your opinion about an observation. This is the way I want to start. My question is, just because I am a so-called black man, just because I'm a so-called black man, am I supposed to love everything associated with black folks? Am I supposed to be just pro, love, lovey-dovey, everything black people do, everything they done, I'm supposed to say, glory, glory, hallelujah, black power family. No matter how good it is, no matter how bad it is, no matter if it's humanitarian or they commit some type of atrocity, I'm supposed to be just, hey, it's black, hey, I'm down for that. Is that the way it's supposed to go? If I'm a white man, if I'm Caucasian, whatever my people have done, whatever Europeans have done, I'm supposed to say, that's white, so white is right. I want to get down with that. Just because it's white. I'm supposed to be down with my family, but my family is a family of bank robbers. That's what they've always done for generations. That's what they do. They rob banks. They murder people in the commission of robbing banks, never worked a day in their life. That's what they do. They make their living by robbing banks, and if they have to, murder folks. Well, that's my family. I'm supposed to be down with my family. Okay. So just because that's family, hey, what's up there, twin? Just because that's family, I'm supposed to be down with it. I'm supposed to be down with bank robbery. So my question to you, is that what you do? Just because you're black, whatever black folks do is all right. Even when it's clearly it's evil, clearly they are murderers or rapists. So, I just want to know, are y'all down like that too? No matter what your mother done, or father, or family, or you black, whatever the black folks do, if you're Caucasian or Indian or Asian, whatever they do, you down. What's up there, Earth man? Respect back to you. Whatever they do, you down with it, right? Okay. Now my second observation is using this as an example. You go to McDonald's. You go to any business, not only McDonald's, it could be any business. But we're going to use McDonald's. And you get your order, and it's all messed up. Your fries is soggy. You ordered a big, you got a filet of fish. I mean, the order's is all messed up. Who do you blame? Do you blame the cashier? Do you blame the person on fries? Who do you blame? What's the first thing? Who is the person, the number one person that when you have a complaint at a business, or in this case, McDonald's, who do you call for? You call for the manager. Why do you call for the manager? You call for the manager because that's the person that is in charge. That is the person who is running things. Like Eric Muhammad said, talk black to me. So, I'm beginning our conversation this way because for some reason, there are those who believe because I'm a man, I'm a male, I was born with a penis, for some reason, you think I'm supposed to be down with everything that men have done, the behaviors of men, the wars, the rape, the pedophilia, these men who have been, matter of fact, we live in a patriarchal society, patriarchal civilizations. We've never been in a position where women control and run things. We don't know nothing about it. All the history that I have been taught, men are the ones in charge. From modern civilization, even to these primitive tribes, you will see that is the male that is in charge. Bringing me back to my second example, they are the ones who are in charge. They are the ones who are running the business. The males are the ones running the world. So if the world is messed up, if the moral is corrupt, if your fries are soggy, who do you blame? You call for the manager. Who do you blame? You call for the men in this world. Now here you are, these men, they want to be the heads of household. They want to be the head Negro in charge. They want to run the world, dominate, and tell folks what to do, whatever. But they don't want to accept responsibility for their actions. I can't be down with that. This ministry and myself represent freedom, justice, and equality. You have to accept the responsibility for what you do. These men have created an environment, not only in America, around the world, that has caused numerous innocent deaths, environmental destruction, pedophilia, rape, and the list goes on and on. While men are in charge. Men produce this. You have a religion, spiritual systems, where you tell the women the only way you can get to God, you gotta get next to me. Because you have God, then you have me, the men, and then women and children. And then the young boys, once they become men, they get close to God. The little girls and the women never get close to the parent, which is God. So it's very clear. If your fries are soggy, you got a fillet of fish instead of a Big Mac, it's the manager's fault. These men are the ones who are managing this store. in America and around the world. Now I know you're gonna blame the white woman, and you can. And I'm not gonna take up for Caucasian women. However, you got to take this into consideration. I don't have to take nothing into consideration. I know you don't, because you're a man. You're not fair. You're not just. You're wicked. You turn into some type of wicked person. And you don't want to hear nothing because you don't want to accept responsibility for the male gender. Let's take a look at America. Who was the founding fathers? There was no founding mothers. There are no women's signature on the Constitution. Matter of fact, you don't see woman influence in America until the 1920s, 1930s. So everything prior to that, it was pure men. Matter of fact, if you look at the Congress and you look at the judicial system and even the presidency of the United States of America, there has been not one woman president. You got a handful of women in the Congress and a handful of women in the judicial system. It's all about men. Even when you talk about women's rights, men are the ones who run women's rights. The women have to ask the permission from the men. Can I have this? Can I have that? When the decision was made that the melanated people, the so-called Negro, would be slaves, and slavery would be legal in this country, it was not the Caucasian woman that had nothing to do with it. It was her man. All these laws, all these policies, all these rules, all over the world, these decisions are being made by, and they were started by men. Just recently, you begin to see women presidents and ministers or whatever. It's all about men. And these men have created a doo-doo world, a messed up world, never-ending wars, environmental destruction, endless crime, materialism, and the list goes on and on. They don't want to accept responsibility. Where the women, you are in charge. You are the manager. I don't give a damn about what women do or children. You are in charge. You're the manager. If you go to McDonald's, it makes no difference what the person on fries do or the cashier do. The manager is the one responsible for everything going on in that restaurant. I don't care what happens in America. Donald Trump is the president. He's the president. He's the number one manager of this store. So he gets the blame for the economy. He gets the blame for unemployment. The president gets blamed for everything because he's the head Negro in charge. Men are in charge. Men don't want to accept responsibility for what they do. And men have done a doo-doo job all over the world. Men are the ones that created these systems. Oh, I don't like, my skin sound just like children. My skin color better than yours. I drive a better car than you do. Sound like big ass children. When you see acts of violence, who's the number one perpetrator? Right here on YouTube. Who's the one making threats? Who's the one act violent? Who's the one that's always beefing? It's the men. It's the men. I'm gonna give you another example. I'm gonna use Malcolm X. Now there are those who hate Malcolm X, including women. But when you look at the comments, when you look at the attitude, who really, I mean, they really want Malcolm X dead. It's the men. It's the men. You don't see the sisters. Oh, I wish Malcolm X was dead. Chop him up in little pieces and go all overboard with the crap. It's the men. It's not the women. Women don't have that type of mindset. Men are violent. Men to show other men, I'm the head honcho. Men are sick. Whether you like it or not. Whether you agree with me don't mean a damn thing, because the proof is in the pudding. It's right here in front of you. The world that you live in, if it's messed up, and it is, there ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The world that we live in is all messed up because men are in charge. Men done this. Women don't run nothing. When you look at your religion, it's all about the men. Moses, Abraham, Muhammad, Jesus, it's all about the men. The men wrote the Bible. You never hear nothing about what the women done. It's all about the men. And even in the Bible itself, it's always about what the men do. And the women are influenced by the men. They just go along. Otherwise, they'll get their ass whooped. Ain't that right, men? You'll beat her butt, her backside, if she don't do what you say. Because you are physically stronger than she is. And that's how men come into power. Because they are physically stronger. Not smarter. They use their physical strength to overcome women and children and put themselves into a power position where they don't belong because they too damn childish. And they put themselves on pedestals. Men worship themselves to the point where they falling in love with each other, thus creating something called homosexuality. And the only reason why we need women is to produce more men. I heard in China, they throw girl babies in the trash can. Only the men are important. Can't you see how sick men are? Now, as a male myself, I could take advantage of everything. I could run around just like some of y'all do. I'm the, males are the head of household, men are the head of family, men are the rulers and all like that. I could take advantage of my gender. But see, I represent freedom, justice, and equality. I represent what is right. It is not right what men have done for thousands of years. There's nothing that you can do can justify it. It's very few men in leadership positions that you can say they ruled with justice and fairness and with love and caring. The written history that we know of, does not paint men in that type of manner. These men are corrupt, they are violent, they are profane, they're nasty, they're rapists, and the list goes on and on. There's nothing good about them, this male gender. And instead of just agreeing with the truth, this reality that we live in, they will make excuses and come to my page. Oh, the women do this. Oh, they gonna blame the women. When women do it too, you wanna be compared with women. You're supposed to be the strong gender. You're supposed to be the one that don't have no emotions. You can control your emotions, but you want to compare yourself to women. Why you want to compare the women do this and the women? Why you want to compare yourself to women? There is no comparison. The male gender in America and around the world run everything. You have advantage no matter where you go. You have advantage. The males make the laws. Women don't make no laws by themselves. They gotta ask permission. They gotta vote with the men. Men make laws all by themselves. Matter of fact, they've been making laws and policy by themselves before women even got a chance to get involved. And in some countries around the world, women still don't have a voice. They still can't say nothing. Sit your ass down until spoken to. Like you tell children, don't speak unless spoken to. That's how women are treated around the world. Men run things. These men are control freaks. They want you to be their slave. They want to tell you what to do, how to run your life, how do you live, how to take a dump, how to take a pee-pee, anything. Control you. This is how you drive. This is how you drink a glass of water. They make books telling you how to drink a glass of water. This is the proper way to drink a glass of water. This is the proper way to sit down on a toilet. These corrupt freaks. I could easily side with them. Just like a lot of Caucasian people, they don't really fight against racism because they actually like it. They like the benefits. They like the benefits. They won't admit it. They like the benefits. These men like the benefits of a man, regardless of race. They have an advantage. They like being better, have an advantage. I'm closer to God. They like all that kind of stuff. No matter how incompetent they are, no matter how stupid they are, they qualify to be head of household. They qualify to be a leader. Right, okay, yeah. And you wonder why we lived up in a messed up world the way we do. I saw a post on Facebook, and a person was talking about, how can I talk about women being in charge of anything? Women can't even get along. They're emotionally unstable. So how can women run anything? You know, y'all really don't use your brain at all, do you? You need to stop drinking all that damn Similac milk. If men could get along, we wouldn't have these wars, you idiot. War means you cannot get along. If men could get along, you wouldn't be having all these drive-by shootings, you idiot. If men could get along, you wouldn't have hostile corporate takeovers. If men could get along, You wouldn't be spreading gossip and slandering other people's names. What world do you live in? That's the reason why we're in the condition that we're in, because men can't get along. Not only in America, Africa, Asia, Australia, wherever you find men, you're going to find hell. I'm going to say that again. Wherever you find these men, you're going to find hell. I know a lot of men not going to like it. I don't give a damn about what you don't like. Because if a woman said the same thing, you're going to be calling her all out her name, and she's a feminist, and all this other garbage. But the bottom line is, men are in charge. And men need to accept responsibility for what they have done. You made this mess, clean it up, or move your happy ass out the way. And whether it's a male with a different type of mentality, or whether it's a woman, get the hell out the way. So I mean, the mess that you made. I'm not gonna sit here and be on the male gender bandwagon when I know, this is not right. Somebody called me Captain Save-A-Ho. If you're a real man, there shouldn't be no hoes. No man wants to see their woman in that position to be a prostitute or some whore. If there's a woman and she's a whore, that means you as a man, you have failed being a man. Because even out of your mouth, you say that a man's supposed to protect and provide. So clearly you have failed. You have failed. These guys are so pathetic. Whatever little crumbs the men give women, they want some crumbs. How tacky are you? That's a damn shame. It's just like these Caucasian people, some of these races. Now here we are as a people. Our ancestors worked for free. Underpaid labor. They want some of that too. They don't want to see you with nothing. See how sick these people are? We are surrounded by some for real insane folks. And the sad thing about it, a lot of this in some of these people's eyes is these people are sane. It's the natural way of things. Remember, that's what they told the slaves. This the natural way God wanted things to be. You was born to serve me. It's the natural order of things. It's the natural order of things for women to be a slave to men and be raped and be beaten and abused and exploited, and you keep your mouth shut because that's the natural order of things. Whatever I do to your happy ass, that's the way God wanted to be. Y'all don't see how sick this is? You don't see that there's a problem with this? It's a problem for me. It's not right. I do not stand with you. If you stand on what is correct, what is fair, I will stand with you. When you do wrong, I'm not going to stand for that. I'm not going to be silent. You can shoot me in the face. You can beat me up. You can do whatever the hell you want to. I'm not going to be silent when I see wrong. I'm not going to do it. It's wrong for men to do what they have done. Then they turn around innocent, like they haven't done nothing. They turn around and try to put on this show like they holy and righteous. your actions speak louder than your words. I hear what you say out of your mouth, but your actions speak louder than your words. I'm looking at the world that men have created. Right now, as I speak, because of men in charge. Right now, as I speak, because you got some crazy ass men in charge around the world, a nuclear war could break out and wipe out more than half of the population of human beings and life on this planet. You got these idiots that's in charge. And y'all fine with that. You got madmen. You got mad people in a position to cause your ultimate extinction. These men, this mindset needs to be put in check. You need to start doing it now, or they're going to lead the human family, regardless of which. If we're going to allow people to keep doing this kind of thing, and they've been doing this for thousands of years, what the hell is wrong with us? Well, I tell you. See, this is how they keep you in check. They keep you in check because they control your money. You need a job. They keep you in check because you need a job. They keep you in check with pornography. They keep vagina, keeping your mind on your penis. They keep you in check with drugs, alcohol. They keep you in check with religion and spirituality. That's how they keep you docile. That's how they keep you in check. And next thing you know, they're gonna blow all of us up. Your choice. Whatever you want to do. These dumbass men, as Bessie bugs, they batty as hell. They Fruit Loops. Does that mean all men? No, of course. These men don't get elected to the presidency. These men aren't in charge of anything. Some men do have some kind of sense. But the majority, as you can see, if the majority of men was not crazy, these men enjoy being on top. They like their position of supremacy. They like their women slaves. They like telling these children what to do and what to do. They like dominating. They like slavery. These men have enslaved everything. They enslaved plants, animals, and people. They love slavery, control, domination. And you want to know something? If they was ruling in a just manner, if they was ruling in a righteous manner, as you say, and they was fair, I would not be making this video. The problem is the male gender is corrupt. That's the problem. The male gender is corrupt. Whether you like it or not. And if you keep them in power, the human being,
on I-57 South, I-70 West,
we will become extinct. We are on the road to extinction as I speak. So you better hug your loved ones. You better hug your friends. Because if you think you got another 100 years going in the direction that we're going, and everything is going to be all la-di-da and whatever with these idiots, these men ruling the world with their crazy ass mindset, you are in for a rude awakening. And like King Noble said, that's a fact. I have not been around on this planet that long. And I'm not going to be silent. These men need to change. They need to change their mindset, or they need to be taken out of power. Women should rally together. Children, women and children should rally together and take these suckers out of power. You're not gonna have a future. Children, you're not gonna have a future. Women, look at us now. This is how men are you. You homeless, got plenty of food, but you're still starving. Every day there's a murder by men. Every day.
In
Every day.
0.2 miles, keep to the right on I-7 South I-70 West.
They're not producing things to help humanity live.
Continue on this road.
A pale horse, riding that death horse. Everything these men touch is death, suffering. Ain't nobody happy. You might be happy temporarily when you buy that Mercedes Benz and you finally get to live in a mansion. You might get happy temporarily because these men made you materialistic, and things that are not alive are more important than those things which are alive or living. Happy? If the animals could talk, they'll tell you they're not happy. And who brought all this? The activities of these corrupt men, regardless of race. Wherever you go and find men, the people are not happy. The women have their fake smiles. How the hell are these women happy being treated like a damn slave? Impossible for you to be happy. Running around here, you gotta cover yourself up because these men are lustful. You run around here, you gotta cook and clean and be a damn slave for these guys. That's all you are, a slave. Cool. That's all. So how the hell a woman can be happy? These guys always tell me about these marriages from a long time ago. Those women were in, I can guarantee you, a lot of those women was in these marriages. First of all, women was not allowed to go out and make their own money and all this kind of stuff. You're supposed to grow up, get married so a man can take care of you. These men knew they had the advantage. They went around cheating on their wives, abusing their women and children. And the woman, the wife, gotta keep a happy face. She was not happy. How the hell are you gonna be happy being a slave? These children were not happy, being all dominated, abused physically and verbally by these men. Still happening. Because these men are crazy. I'm telling you. I've been around them all my life. And if you're a man and you're not crazy like that, all the other guys look at you, what's wrong? Something wrong with you. In 2019, if you open up a door for women and do what they call the gentleman thing, they look at you like you're crazy. Matter of fact, even women look at you crazy. What are you doing? I can open up my own door. I can pull out my own chair. Well, what's wrong with you? Don't even want to be treated like a woman no more. Don't even want to be treated nice. So I can't do it. These men got to get better, or we need to take them out of power. Regardless. These men are crazy. All divided up. Talk about men get along. If men can get along, you tell me why these black men can't unite. They cannot unite because they can't get along. You idiot. Because they crazy. These men are crazy. They pure insane. I guarantee you, if you put these sisters in a room without the influence of men, chances are they will come up with something way better. These men are egotistical. They got this dominant sickness. They got to dominate other men and control other men. These guys are sick. You even see it in the animal kingdom. You see these male animals, male deer and lions and other animals. They fight to the death, and they tear up the environment. Male elephants, they don't give a damn who gets in the way. Violent, nasty, profane type folks. Damn, man, you hate men. No, don't hate men. Hate your behavior. Because that's not your gender. Your gender, you've corrupted your gender. In nature, you see the male animal is just as sweet and loving to his female as he can be. That's what you see in nature. The human nature of men have become corrupt. They view the woman as competition. They have become jealous of the female. They want the praise that the children give the woman. What about me? What about Father's Day? I want honor and praise too. Wow. How emotional. How emotional.
Right on I-70 West.
You already control every damn thing, and you want your version of Father's Day too. You want everything. See how corrupt and messed up these guys are?
Keep to the right.
They are
I-70
really messed up, and they don't see it because they believe the Bible and the Quran that they wrote. They don't see their own corruption.
Continue on this road for 77 miles.
That Bible hates women. That Quran hates women. I don't see why y'all sisters involved in those religions like that. Do your research. Just do Google. I mean, just do the Google. Look at all the Google search will show you all the paragraphs and the Bible verses that show you that the Bible and the Quran do not like women. Don't blame God. God don't have nothing to do with it. These books was written by men. Had nothing to do with God. Women hating men. They close the Bible and then they go sleep with another man. Or a boy. Huh. Y'all want to argue? You want to debate on this? You might as well put a loss on your scoreboard. You ain't going to win with this. Because the world, how we living right now, verifies 1,000% everything I say is true. Who run the world? It ain't women. It's men. And wherever you find men, you're going to find suffering, wars, and death and oppression, materialism. That's what you're gonna find. Prove me wrong. Show me a paradise, a country, a town, a city, where men in charge, where everything is beautiful. You're not gonna be able to do it. Because the male gender has become corrupt, jealous of women, envious of women, power hungry. And they don't want to accept responsibility for what they have done. And they probably would try to kill all of us before they ever do. Because the male gender is sick. It is sick. Wow, y'all was quiet in the chat room. Woo! But I'm done with that rant. Thank you for listening. Jot down your comments, subscribe, like, whatever you want to do. Y'all know how I do it here. Dislike. I know a lot of men gonna dislike, but see, I expect that because that's your nature anyway. You don't want to accept responsibility for yourself. You don't want to look at the man in the mirror. So I expect a whole lot of dislikes with your hypocritical ass. Everything that I'm saying here is true. Don't like it? Straighten your act up. Change. That's all you got to do is change. But you don't want to change because you like being the head nigger in charge. Thank you, twin. I appreciate you, twin, and those who are listening and those who will listen later on. I guess if the men don't terminate my channel, see, men control YouTube, men control Facebook. It's all about the men. So if the men allow this video to remain, for those of you who will listen later, I want to thank Facebook, I want to thank YouTube for allowing me to come here and speak with us. I appreciate everybody. And right now, also, make sure you subscribe and support our sister Noble Levine, website, ancientcreationmyths.com. Support our sister Rashida Strober, the world's first dark-skinned activist, our soul brother Taalik. Subscribe to Eric Bell on YouTube. And last but not least, our soul brother Gary. He's Cool Cutter on YouTube. Subscribe and support our brothers and sisters who come and be with me on this platform. It's an honor, I really appreciate that you would take the time to give me a listen. I really appreciate it. I am the most pro-witted. They're not going to challenge nothing I say. The only thing they can do is cry. It's time for a change. It's time for we to do better as human beings, period. Hey there, Brother Gary. It's time for us to change and be better human beings, period. I'm sick of black and white. I'm sick of African and Aboriginal. I'm sick of all that foolishness. We should be doing what we can to be good human beings. That should be your main concern. Because like I told you, at the rate we're going, you're not going to have to worry about African or Aboriginal or black and white or men and women, because all of us will be dead. All of us will be extinct. And maybe that's a good thing. On that note, let me get out of here. Got some bad weather here. Running around here in a snowstorm. I'm gonna have to shut this thing down. I'm not gonna be running in all this bad weather. And I'll catch y'all on the flip-flop. Thank you, twin. I'll catch y'all on the flip-flop. As Don Cornelius always say, as important, I wish us love, peace, and so.